Welcome in, everybody. Happy to be here to see the inaugural race for the Metroid Prime 2 Randomizer Tournament 2022 edition. My name is Uncle Reggie, and I am joined by Cal and Cheese.
Hello, welcome.
And we are very excited to show off this year's edition of the tournament.
Yep.
This race will be between Cestrion and Frost. The preset that they are using is the standard tournament preset, so the runners will be starting in Great Temple, and we'll get to see the absolutely riveting Dark Alpha Splinter job.
Yay. Albert. I call him Albert. Albert the Dark Alpha Splinter. They start with Violet. So they get that hint at Umos instantly.
Which, depending on how the seed likes to go, it could be a really fun hint, or it could be something goofy.
Yep.
We will see what Randovania has in store for us today. There are a handful of tricks in logic in the beginner settings.
The major things probably point out is Powerbomb mains are required and progressive grapple.
Yes, those two are big pullaways from what our prior tournaments have gone. The required mains for power bombs in particular will be really fun to see.
We're just starting now. There we go. Let's see what the first item is. First item is more bombs. Nice to see.
Yeah. Definitely an item that you want to see earlier rather than later. Especially considering the fact that we have required mains on for power bombs. A translator and Aegon. Good. So while they are getting ready to go through this opening fight, we can review what the base level settings are. Translator gates will be vanilla.
Yep.
Final bosses are on for this. No main missiles, but yes, main power bombs. Let's see here.
Elevators are vanilla.
Yeah, which all of those settings are possible for runners agreements, where if both runners so choose, they can choose to make the preset just a little bit more spicy, or a lot a bit more spicy, depending on deep both runners in a given race knowledge of the trick pool is. So with these settings, unless main missile launcher is, or I guess any form of missiles are the first item, the Dark Alpha Splinter fight is technically worse than vanilla, as they do not have missiles to speed up the fight process at all. But Dark Alpha Splinter is not very difficult to avoid, so it's more of a very, very interactive auto-scroller.
Very interactive auto-scroller. Gives you a missile.
All right.
Very nice.
So having those missiles will be nice, but the logic chain will not consider them a valid option until they find the actual missile launcher.
So there's Dark Beam. So we're getting early Dark Beam. Sometimes good, sometimes bad.
Yeah.
It's nice. It means we don't need to search for it. What's good for it. Because we got that missile expansion, though it's not logical, we can pick up the shoot the missile door at a task.
Mm-hmm.
I forgot the name of the room there.
Some form of storage cavern, blah blah.
Yep. Room you go into and don't pay attention to it ever. What his name is.
Cestrion making excellent use of the cutscene to remove the dark juice that comes through after the Dark Alpha Splinter fight is completed, but the little splinters in this room were not yet active. So they will instead choose to seek out the player, and they can hurt really bad.
I think they did like 30 damage?
It's a lot. They slap.
Another missile expansion on the task.
Yep.
Upper ledge.
It's not a bad choice to pick up either.
Yeah,
The
because your
Echo's drop system. Yep.
Priority missiles. Communication area we'll have our spider ball. Apparently we have a bit of a divergence here. Yeah. You have missiles. Frost.
Frost is attempting to double bomb jump over this gate. And it is possible if you scan the totem to just shoot a missile at the gap in between the gate locks on the other side to break them both at once.
I tried to see if they would blow up with a fireball. It didn't work. Oh, and they're progressed to grapple. GFMT.
So this is really funny. So by duplicating this, because the grapples are set to aggressive, that goes from grapple beam to screw attack instantly. That is hilarious.
Yep. I love progressive grapple. This thing was sort of added to the rule set, mainly just like sort of to try and make it that we didn't get screw attack too early, but it really hasn't done it. It's just really that happens more often than you think. But yep.
That's really funny to see.
Yeah. Frost has done that double bond jump. I'm a bit confused on where Frost is head. No, Frost was opening up the pilot gates.
Yep.
So I'd see, and then going back to. Was that space jump? Oh, there's vanilla. There's normal screw attack. So even if you didn't get dupe, you still got it. Everyone wins.
So logically, that would require either Emerald Translator or Dark Beam and Seekers.
Yep.
As the warp to start here that Cestrion is doing is not considered in logic. Well, it is a very useful tool. The game will never expect the player to warp out of where they started, where they are, to go back to where they started.
Yep. I didn't see what was in Hive Chamber B, but it didn't look like anything important.
It was a missile expansion.
Thank you.
Exciting.
Now we're getting to couldn't read that hint.
Beam related upgrade.
Cool. Thank you. Now we're transferring Aegon.
That is likely our hinted translator in Aegon. And Cestrion will be quite happy to find the space jump boots there.
Yep. Cestrion now has space jump, so now he can use screw attack. Fun.
Frost seems to know what is in Mining Plaza, but couldn't quite get a good glance on it on our
Yeah,
side.
Cestrion will look after. We'll get a second glance off on Cestrion's. We still can't see. I'll look it up on the picture. There's the emerald, so
Ooh.
that makes the screw attack and logic.
Yep. And means that we have a that's 2 translators here.
Mm-hmm.
Could it
I-
be?
That second look, it looked like it was an E-tank in Mining Plaza
Yeah,
to me.
it looks like he. It does look like me. Yep, still don't have missile launcher, but
Echo Visor.
there's
Wow.
Echo Visor.
Lots of
Strange lot of
items
starring
already.
item. Yeah. To be honest, this is from my practice of these seeds. This is usually what it does. It usually does give you quite a lot, but just working at what it wants you to do with all its items is the curiosity. So Frost is going to go into Dark Aegon, or at least activate the portal to go to Dark Aegon. Cestrion is doing a slope jump to get up this item. It's an E-tank. Always nice to have an E. Yes, we technically we still need. Actually, no, we get out with screw attack. The logic would would want you to go to Emerald first, then do a GFMC.
But if you were in GFMC, you would not be able to get out.
Yes.
As the room would have reloaded. Wouldn't
Yeah,
have
but-
missile launcher to get through.
I'm saying logically, we'd want you to go Emerald first. We want you to have the Emerald Translator, then grab that progressive grapple first, then grab the grapple in GFMC.
Oh God, that's a cool.
I was just thinking that is logic, it's not our logic. This
To
is
be
a
expected.
yeah.
Hmm.
This is the type of logic that I've been trying to learn. It's not the most fun logic. But yeah, that's how logic that you want you to have to get screw attack.
Cestrion having an E-tank can afford to be a little bit more gutsy going for the Dark Aegon loop.
He can, to be honest, he can technically do the full loop here. Yeah, if Frost done the only with one E-tank, probably thought it was just better to go into this. And there's our Amber, so that's Sankash in logic. So
Sure
we can go to
is.
Sankash. Frost is still yet to go to communication here to pick up a spider ball. Just a missile expansion in cache, in cache whatever. They're all the same.
That was a very interesting hint that Frost just picked up a movement system in. Oh, wait, that was for the space jump, wasn't it?
Yes,
Yep.
I'm pretty sure it was. Because unless we find gravity boost, it probably was just sending the space jump.
Wait, no, it was for grapple. My bad.
Well, at least he knows where Grapple is now.
Yeah, that actually is useful for Frost because it gave him an exact room, so
Chica's
that's actually
dead.
good information.
So we will be seeing no Chica today.
Still
Nope.
have not found a missile launcher. It's looking more and more likely that it's on
Yep.
their jump guardian
Yep.
flank.
Probably grab that dark ammo. Have a little bit more ammo. Yeah. There we get to see jump guardian. Everyone say hi to jump guardian. Not jump guardian. Bomb guardian. The other one. We'll probably see jump guardian soon on the Cestrion side, but
Yep, and that orange statue is very, very scary, so Cestrion's going to shoot it several times just to clean it up, make it
Frost
presentable. Share it
isn't
with the
doing
world.
the 2-cycle on bomb guardian.
Yeah, Frost is actually having a bit of trouble with Bomb Guardian. Normally, you don't see Bomb Guardian get their attacks off if you
Oh,
just see the pattern down.
missed the charge shot.
Yeah, that's not great.
Yeah,
Shooting it from behind is not
yeah,
easy. Possible,
Yeah.
but not the easiest option.
yeah. I usually just shoot with the lemon and then the missile, then we'll rotate to the front with the charge shot. Then you do that again, you kill them 2 cycles. Kill them with 2 cycles.
We see missing the tail a little bit more.
Yeah.
Which, again, let's Bomb Guardian get attacks.
Yeah, you don't not need to shoot 2 charge shots. You just need to plink it with a lemon, and they'll just a charge shot on the lemon is the tail shot. And we get to see what both these guardians have at the same time. Missile launcher on Jump Guardian. That is terrible. Thank you for the fun fact.
Cestrion making good use of the screw attacks property of mock dark suit damage in the dark world. Not quite full damage reduction that dark suit gives, but it is a good amount of it.
Do we get to see this hint? Oh, Space Bait doesn't like thieves. Fair enough. I don't like thieves either. So
Good hint.
Cestrion now picking up his armor translator, so he's probably going to go and do the loop of all the hints.
Here we'll
Nope,
get a
he-
peek at Mine Shaft.
Just a missile.
Alright, and we're going to see this sand cache check.
Main PBs.
There we go.
So good thing for Cestrion, he'll pick up these and probably roll and then route into Bomb Guardian, or he'll go open up labs and he can technically get the item there because he has screw attack. I don't actually remember the room, but the room Frost is just entering.
Central Mining Station.
That's the room. Because Cestrion has screw attack, he can pick up the item here. In his first pass, Frost sadly has to come back and trigger the cannons.
There are a couple of dashes
Uh,
that could be done to get this item. Looks like that's a red key hanging out in
yes, the
there.
red key. You need your BS. No, is it a BSJ to get up, and then couple of scan dash
Yep.
on the
BSJ
can.
to get up the spider track and a couple of well-placed dashes.
I thought it was only one. Oh, I've only thought it was only one dash, but they have space jump to get the other one.
Yeah, if they reload the room, they can do it with just a single dash. Or not at all.
That's
Yeah.
a red key.
Another one.
Aegon.
You gone? Could we see a worm?
Frost alerting the pirates to their presence. We'll go up the top layer of the room around to scan the gate and unlock. So all of them also then allow them to go back and get that red key.
Yep. Frost running a little low on dark ammo.
Got a light beam to recharge the supply by doing the alternating beams.
Mm-hmm.
It's that dark ammo, it can be a little precious.
Yeah, I know
Cestrion is
there are some
about
scenarios
to.
where it can really be tough to keep track of dark ammo. The big one is heading over to Hazing Cliff early. It's very easy to run out of ammo when you're fighting the rotating guys trying to get the item. I've had that happen before.
Yep.
Cestrion going for the seeker skip here.
Yeah,
then
he's trying to
to
seeker skip to get to mine shaft B or whatever it
mining
is.
station B. Yeah.
Mining station B.
This can be a really strong play as the amber hint in this room is often pretty strong.
Mhm. There you go. Right, you can also get the 2 items here, or 1 item here.
Yeah, without light beam, they won't be able to get the item in storage A.
We can open
What
the
we got?
major upgrades, create temple thingy B, what I think was the dark beam.
Yeah, that was dark beam.
Yep.
Great hint. Can we get a great hint tracker? I want one.
The mining station B hint proving the usefulness of orange flesh. When we get to Torvis, we will likely see some much more useful hints.
Another red key in bioenergy.
We should mark that they have bio.
Inghive key 2, a little bit of self-care hiding out here in bioenergy.
Oh yeah, thanks for letting me know. I forgot to mark Violet.
Yeah. Sorry, I just noticed it there. Went probably should mark that.
Yeah, it's a starting item, so it didn't cross my mind.
Yep. Yep, that was a hint for the, or would technically be your screw attack in logically, but yeah, that's the progressive grapple hint. Frost setting up the block so he can jump up. You better go into deep beam territory. Cestrion is making his way to the front of the labs now. I think he's just going to finish the fight first. I'm probably going to pick up the item. Well, we can see it in that cutscene. Nope, he's just gonna leave and come back probably because he had Spider Ball.
That and reloading the room and getting the item at the same time allows you to scan the key bearer hint.
Key bearer hint, yeah. Not flying in cache, and why keep chip assuming it's called.
I forgot to ask. I don't think Frost picked up the Aegon key, but do you remember seeing them get it?
Uh,
The one in Command Center.
No,
I do not believe they did.
he done the I think he done the trick. He triggered the door and had it then go back through the tube. I don't think.
Alright, we have a very quick fight coming up here from Frost, and we're done.
Like Dark Samus 1, we will see you in the next race. For Frost, anyway. Still has to make an Cestrion appearance.
It's in storage D. 5 hull missiles. Still a worthwhile pick. The crates in that room are guaranteed to drop you dark ammo. It would have been a very good opportunity to go.
Yeah, we're pretty low, so it's a bit questionable not to pick some up, but maybe Frost doesn't remember that.
Oh, we have an
It's easy to
Impact
forget if you're
P2.
not super
You're on
experienced.
Cestrion.
It looks like Frost may be going for a save warp. Yep. Ooh, Cestrion is showing off the out of bounds, making it much quicker to do the ventilation area here.
Assuming we get back in bounds quickly, which shouldn't be too much of an issue.
Oh, he'll just stay out for a while.
Oh, we're going for storage C as well.
Yeah,
Yeah,
we're
he's
going
gonna
to
do a little
storage C.
peek over there.
Well, I know Cestrion can get airborne from this room as well. Power
And
bomb
a
is
burger.
and he warps in and burns and back on his normal way. Frost has just picked up his first grapple, aggressive grapple, so he'll be probably heading to GFMC now to get his other one. Cestrion stream had a bit of a freeze.
Even if you aren't able to grab the item, it is often a strong play to at least peek things.
Yep.
It'll let Cestrion know that he won't need to come back to labs later with super missiles until to check that.
He's also going to do the BSJ for this.
Yeah. Sand processing can be a little bit of a hotspot as far as progression goes. This is often a great play as well, although if you don't have boost ball to get out and go back the other direction later, if you have to, it is less than easy to get out. The best Morphball tunnel in the game, proving its usefulness yet again.
Frost now just picked up his spider and it's going to check Ingrid.
Yeah, we're checking that reliquary hit.
Probably nothing.
It was a missile-related upgrade, so
Yeah,
most likely.
Probably nothing. Dark Samus has graced us with her presence and left again.
Her 4-second cameo is over.
Yep. Just duping the grapple because he can. You won't have double screw attack as well. No? Saying just leave the crit now.
And not having done Jump Guardian, Frost will not be able to get the item on the top of the ship here.
Yep.
Although this hint is a good check.
Yep. These turrets are fairly easy because they have dark beam. He has dark beam. You just shoot them, freeze them, then shoot them with missile.
But they do hit like a bus covered in trucks.
Yep. Missile launcher. Well, he doesn't know where missile launcher was. He does now.
That's an SDK in Doomed Entry.
Yep.
Yeah.
First SDK. It belongs to Doom Entry. Congratulations, Doom Entry. You have the first SDK of the tournament. How does it feel? It has no comment. Cestrion is. He might be
doing the check for Vanilla Light.
Yep.
So if it is not here, then we'll likely see a save warp.
Well,
after a
yeah.
reload.
Nope, he's save warping. Save warping out, so we're not seeing Vanilla Light Beam yet. But I didn't see what was on Grand Wind Chamber on Frost side. But we will see
That's Seekers and Gateway.
No, I think that was Sonic Boom.
That was Sonic Boom.
I saw the little two curves, so I kind of filled in the blanks.
It's Sonic Boom, and I think there's an E tank at Grand Wind, on Grand Wind Chamber. It looks like an E to me, but I could be wrong. But yeah, that access, Grand Wind Chamber access is Sonic Boom. He would have picked up Seekers.
Yeah, I imagine so. I definitely don't imagine Frost would pass that up.
Yep.
Not with screw attack, certainly.
Alright, what do we have in Dynamo Chamber?
Missile?
5 hull missiles.
Cestrion's now going to check Wind Chamber. But he does have GFMG ships. What probably will have a progression. He'll just destroy the gate with screw attack. Lovely.
I am curious to see what's on top of the ship.
Light beam.
And if it is, that's a very good find.
And I was wrong, it's probably a Dark Aegon key. It's a Dark Aegon key, of course it's a Dark Aegon key. I don't remember if Cestrion picked up the one in labs, but I know he has one now.
Folks, we are approaching a world in which we could see Light Beam on Amorvis.
Wonderful times. Oh, it'll be our first main boss.
Onward to Grand Chamber Windway with Cestrion.
I've, is the tracker working?
Yeah, it's not showing the Aegon key. I've marked
Yeah,
it. I tried even unmarking it and remarking it.
yeah.
It doesn't want to
I
show up.
remarked it.
I just leave it for a minute. If it doesn't show up, I can contact the SpeedGaming.
Yeah.
Looks like Cestrion's going for the slope into screw attack method, trying to get the E-tank
Bonk.
here. A little bit of a bonk.
Yeah, I saw the bonk coming. He just didn't have the height.
Oh, there it is.
Oh, there we go.
Just took a minute. I think too many of us were fiddling with the controls at the same time.
Yeah, probably. Well, at least it's fixed now. Frost is heading to Jump Guardian. Sadly bonked.
Both runners taking advantage of the slight increase of speed that rolling around while in Morph Ball gives you. Much faster than walking.
Faster than walking. Screw attack is slightly faster than Morph Ball. But AK, you can't really screw attack everywhere, so. The fastest form of movement in Echoes is the Boost Ball. Though I don't like you, I keep forgetting to go and morph and use Boost Ball once I have a Boost Ball. I like jumping around with Screw Attack. Okay, we're going to be seeing a Dark Missile Trooper and a High Chamber B check from Cestrion. Don't remember if Frost done Dark
High
Missile?
Chamber B, Frost definitely did. That was a missile expansion. But I don't think they did DMT, or at least I don't remember seeing them do it. Because remember, their first sort of landing site area run was before they even went to Aegon.
Yes. The junk site had missile. Frost bombed it for some reason. So we're going to see Dark Missile Trooper. The fastest way to kill Dark Missile Trooper is a dark shot, is charged dark beam and a missile. Power bombing is slightly slower, I believe, but both are pretty quick. Frost is getting scared by the statue, so he's shooting it. It's a terrifying statue.
That's actually an ancient Luminous Halloween decoration, so yeah, it's quite spooky.
You can see that it is covered in orange, therefore it is terrifying.
Sadly, Hive Chamber really didn't have anything today. I don't remember, but did anyone check where the second item in Dark Samus 1?
You mean the one under the glass?
Yes.
That was a missile expansion. I did see Cestrion check it.
I presumed he did, but I didn't. I was paying attention to Frost and the trapper at the time.
Runners are starting to run out of logical checks.
I have a fun check that I know I don't think it isn't logic, but it's funny because I don't know how much E you need for it, but actually I don't think you can get it. You need more E, so. I think they might need to be collecting the Raygun keys. What? In my
We've only
assumption,
seen 2, right?
I think we've seen 3.
Have we? No.
I
Because there was an
think
Inghive key and I believe a Torvis key mixed in with our dark keys.
we
There's the
saw
one at
one.
Command Center, and there's the other one on top of the ship.
There's one red key not neither of them picked up. In front of labs.
You mean in Command Center?
Yes. In command center.
That's one of the two I was referring to. The one in
CMX and
Bioenergy was an
I'm-
Inghive key that apparently Cestrion picked up.
No, command center is in labs. The room before labs. Main
Yeah.
station.
Oh, the one with the pirate
Central mining
fight?
station. Yes.
Thank you. I did not realize that.
Because we're running out of checks and we know we're free keys up. Or what? 2 key card.
If there is something on Amorvis, that's definitely going to favor Cestrion quite strongly.
Yes. Frost will need to go back to JFMC, pick up the key from the ship. But yeah, I believe that is the one command center, one front in that central mining station, I think, and then the one on top of the ship be the three, because we have not seen that both
Yeah,
past.
yeah, yeah. If Central Mining Station is it, then which I assume it was, because I didn't actually see what it was. That is three. That's very much three. We have what we need.
Yep. But that it's all Cestrion is. Oh no, Cestrion's not checking it.
Well, we're heading into Command Center. We might just be getting that one
Oh
first.
my
Yeah, that makes
goodness. 1 HP and a dream.
Oh,
Yeah, Frost still has no
Frost?
E-tanks, so we're playing on the knife's edge here. Very, very tight time.
Dave.
Fortunately, we're in a pretty safe room, and we might even be able to speed things up if we can get something from the blade pods.
Yep. Oh, we'll get something from the blade pods. It's Echoes. We're not playing Prime. We get health. It's missiles when we need health. Echo players are spoiled for drops. Hey, red. There's a red key. Cestrion's just gonna screw attack over there. You don't screw attack into the hole, that's bad. And there's the Aegon key.
Yep.
As I
And
thought.
that is Amorvis.
As Amorvis, who's going to have some form of progression.
Movement system in Battlegrounds.
That probably be our grab boost.
I believe it has
Yeah.
to be.
We are missing a
boots
boost ball.
And
I think that's a morph ball related upgrade.
yeah, that will be
You're
a more
right, you're
full
right.
system.
I do get too confused and thinking it could be one, but it's
It is a little
it
ambiguous, admittedly.
could also be a scan visor, because that is a movement system.
Cestrion and Frost giving each other a little high five.
Yep. Well, need to be sportsmanship in this tournament.
So at this point, it is very likely that Amorvis will have either Boost Ball or Light Beam.
Boost ball, light beam. It could.
There are a
Not
few
Boost
other
Ball,
things.
Supers.
could
Supers
be.
are Light Beam.
Yeah, supers is what I was going to say.
I don't think super really does much for us.
Supers would be Torvis access.
Yeah.
Sure.
They would also be enough to get us into Battleground. But we don't have Dark Visor, so we can't get the Incash, but we can get the fight item. Whatever that may be.
Cestrion's taking a quick save. Amorvis. Sadly, we don't have anything really to speed up the Amorvis fight.
Yeah, unfortunately, we will be seeing Charge Beam and the Missile Strats.
Can't
for
scan
Amorvis.
the item. Frost, sadly.
Yeah, the barrier makes it not really feasible to do from that kind of distance. You can only just barely scan the key bearer through the crack, but you're better off just going in to get the item.
That was not a nice bonk. Hopefully Frost has now realised that you'll need to collect the Aegon keys. I think he has realised.
Fortunately for Cestrion, he's also been picking up all of the missiles he comes across. So both of them have 40 at the moment.
Yeah. Well, to be honest, you want to make sure you have a decent set of missiles for final bosses.
They're not nearly as critical as they are in Prime, but you know, sometimes people will only have 15 for a very long time because they're leaning more on their beams.
Mm-hmm.
But that's not really an option in this seed so much. We only have the dark beam.
Yep.
Cestrion going to bait Amorvis into doing a melee attack. Oh, but
Nope.
not quite close enough.
He
Too
was
far to the side and
Yep.
not in front.
And now, time for the Worm Rave. Worm Rave, Worm Rave, Worm Rave, Worm Rave, Worm Rave. We're too happy
We
for Worm
have
Rave.
truly been blessed.
And sadly, can't do Worm Skip. Because we don't have Boost Ball. He was a little too close and a little too close to the side for Amorvis.
Frost realizing that he needs the light beam to keep going down this path. Sometimes it's easy to forget all of the door colors.
Yep. He's being very risky here, Frost.
Ooh, be careful with those canisters.
Nope, another Worm Rave. We're getting a double.
Yeah, with these items, worm skip is impossible, so we are going to be seeing all three worms raping.
Yep. We experienced a true miracle today. All the Worm Rave. To be honest, yeah, mostly he's just not getting them.
Oh, it's thinking about doing it again.
Yep. He just wasn't in like close enough proximity to them to trigger to make him trigger the melee attack.
We will not be getting the double arm.
Oh, we're not treating to the triples Worm Rave again. Or not a double Worm Rave. Sadly,
And that's the fight.
the worm has raved his last.
It's a missile expansion.
Oh,
That's really hurting for Cestrion. That is
That's-
not good news. We already know Mining Plaza, not something we need. Or at least we're quite certain of it. We don't have Annihilator Beam anyways, which I believe you need. Or was that
No.
one more of a transmitter?
that you just need Echo.
All
You need
right, so
Echo
we can't get-
and and screw attack for it.
I always forget which ones are the keys and which ones are just the transmitters. Frost, meanwhile, took a warp to start.
Yep. He needs to go and grab that. Well, he doesn't need to go and grab that last Aegon key. We never marked his Aegon keys, but sadly, I think Frost is going to GFMC to check the ship.
That's what I would be doing in this scenario, so I assume that is the case.
So,
Although if you're that close and have exhausted this many checks, it is a good idea to at least check for vanilla lightning.
yeah.
Yeah, they. It looked like they were quitting out like somewhere around Bitterwell.
Which Frost did take a little tumble in the Phazon, and without having an extra E-tank, likely decided it was too risky to push forward.
Yeah, they were on about 60 health, so I can understand the decision.
Cestrion now, but they're needing to do a bit of health management with drops, but he has an extra attack, so
Yeah,
pretty much
having
fine.
picked up the Dark Aegon energy, the Dark Pirates in this room could be very detrimental if they got focused.
Yeah, fortunately, Cestrion took like about 40 damage there, knocked him down to 70, but we're probably good.
Yeah. Frost is going to the ship.
I'm pretty sure Plaza was an E-tank, but we'll probably get to see if that wasn't the case.
Yeah. It looked like an E-tank to me.
I saw a rotating horizontal cylinder, so you know that's what it looked like to me, at least.
Yep. Well, he's got his return the energy now, so at least he's returning the energy. Yes, we have a speaking tracker.
Yes. Apologies. I know you guys are the ones signed up as commentators, but
That's fine. We'll just show you the triple booth. Technically, all it means is we're supposed to call the action. You're supposed to maybe to hit the tracking buttons. What, to be honest, there hasn't really been much need for. So
I'm excited to see what the identity of Mining Plaza's item is.
Yep.
Because it looked non-expansion-y.
yeah,
yeah, it was definitely not a missile. I can say that much with absolute confidence.
yeah, it wasn't. It didn't look like a missile. It looked like a horizontal canister, but could have been wrong. If it's not here, there must be vanilla light beam because there are checks.
Yeah, it's possible if this isn't it that Cestrion will end up last locationing. But I do trust Cestrion, you know.
Yeah.
He's getting the full game resolution. We aren't.
Plus, the early screw attack, early echo visor, and all 3 Amorvis keys is a pretty dead giveaway. Logically, that this would be important.
Yes, we may have just saw it. What's happened? This is like one of the most horrible places to actually look at a restream. Well, is
that super missile? It did not look like that. I'm
Boy.
surprised. That is progression. We can now go to Torvis, Battleground. You know, we can go to a lot of places.
Well, I believe Cestrion's going to take a save, go to Battlegrounds, or go to Warrior's Walk, and then go through to Battlegrounds.
Light beam in Torvis Lagoon could be an option, since we know that there is a movement system which is guaranteed to beat gravity in Battleground.
Yes, but it's on the Enghive.
Meanwhile, Frost has
Dark
grabbed
Visor.
his third Aegon key off the ship, so he's going to be heading back to Aegon now.
I thought it was the Ing. I thought it was the Ing that the flying ink cash
Oh,
that
was
told
it
us
the?
about grapple. It told about gravity. Well, if it's not on battleground, we'll know it's there. He's heading there anyway, so we'll see.
We could still have Dark Visor in Warrior's Walk.
Yep. It could be in battlegrounds and Cash has your gravity.
Yes, that's entirely possible. That would be very convenient for Cestrion, but
Mm.
I don't know if I'm counting on that.
Yep. But yep, we did have a require Amorvis, so we'll chalk one up for the Amorvis tally board. I presume we're having a boss tally. I don't know if we actually are. I'm having one in case.
I think it'll be more fun to count all of the seats which don't require bosses, because this is the very first match of the Echoes tournament, and already required Amorphous. Oh, that's our boost ball.
Yep, that's the boost ball. Cestrion.
Contemplating.
Well, he'll be grabbing it, but he's trying to save up. He's trying to save his energy, because you need about like 80 energy, I think, to do this, or 60 apparently.
Energy low.
He's going to go.
Back to the save. There's one right off of the.
Yeah, so he'll be heading back to the save, right off the jump. Off the
Judgment
jump.
Pit.
Yeah, Judgment Pit. Right off the Jump Guardians place.
Or
But
perhaps just grabbing the Blade Pod. We
No,
could get an Ultra, but we'll
take,
save.
he'll take the save to make sure he doesn't lose boost.
That and the Inkclaw going into Battleground from the
Oh,
start.
that's true, that's true. We do have screw attacks. We can mitigate that a little bit.
No,
Bit tough.
the way we're going to go in, it will be fine. It's only like 70 energy. You just need the refill of health. He'll just morph ball. You can morph ball roll. It's like 70, 80 damage.
That's an SDK.
Oh, that's required. So sadly, this does not help our locationing stuff. But it does mean we can go to Hall of Honor Dead. So maybe vanilla Seekers, or we have to go, or we're heading to Torvus, hoping for well, doing Air and Water is not logical, but we can. What is that? What is that bridge called? What is that grapple item? For the
in Taurus?
Yeah, the one after the Dark Beam door, just after the entrance. Path of Roots?
Path of Roots.
Yeah, Path of Roots is always interesting item. It can have some really funny stuff.
If that doesn't have the light beam, they can't really progress much further in that.
They can do all the way up to Torvus Energy Controller. The Dark Beam door and Great Bridge that leads to the temple.
But is it? Oh no, it will be logical to.
With screw attack, they'll be able to
With
get
screw
up there
attack,
easily.
yeah. I just didn't know if that was a logical check. Doing that screw attack, but yeah, that does make sense. Well, I can also head to Lord Torvus if they so desired after that, and underground tunnel.
And Frost having their keys in store will be heading for the Amorvis fight.
Yep.
not having any tank, the fight is just a little bit more dangerous. Luckily, there is that save station right there.
He could have picked up the E-tank that Cestrion picked up. What I don't think he ever looked up the spot, to be honest. But has access to it.
Fortunately, in Amorvis, there aren't too many damage sources you have to worry about, and there are some safe zones, but it's still a little bit scary.
Well, if Amorvis Wormrave, he can Amorvis.
Yeah, it can deal with some pretty solid bursts of damage there. That's really the one thing you've got to be scared of.
I think Cestrion is heading to Sank Entrance.
So what it looks like, the reload in Sank Entrance is less than optimal without Light Beam. The Tank Entrance is one of those points that can be progression prone.
Well, Frost is going to stand here and grab some energy.
You really never feel good when you have to sit around in a safe zone. It just does not feel nice in a race setting.
No. Doesn't feel good when it's not a race setting.
I mean, we were in a tournament, so that's what I mean.
Yes. I know what you mean. I'm just saying it never feels good.
Yeah, it doesn't feel good even when you're playing casually.
Mm-hmm.
But at least, in that kind of context, it's just you playing the game, but here it's even worse. Because your opponent might not even be doing that.
Yep. To be honest, I do agree with Cetrion doing this now. Get this check out of the way before heading to Torvus.
I like it too.
Using a little dark beam at the ground to freeze both pirates there.
Gets a kill with the face on canister as well.
Mm-hmm.
So now Cestrion is going to travel halfway through this
Right there.
one to reload Sank Entrance and change the layer here.
Change layer to spawn these flying pirates.
Yes,
And
more importantly, that enables some of the mechanisms we need to get up to the item in Sank Entrance.
It just triggers it.
Cannon is not active until the room is reloaded.
Yep. Well, to honest,
This is
switches
just
active,
about
really.
one of the worst edge cases for logic if there is major progression here for Sank Entrance. Having to reload the room without light beam is not great.
Yeah, it's not great. It's not terrible. We have boost ball. It looks important.
It looked orange to me, but maybe I was...
Whatever it is, Cestrion wants it.
It looked like a seeker launcher to me.
Maybe. In fact, that probably is what it is.
Well, he's going for it, so.
We don't have Dark Visor, so this doesn't mean we can just walk into Sake through the front door, but
No, we can't.
we're almost there, if it weren't for the light beam as well.
Yeah, we can't go into
Yeah, that's Seekers.
Yep, they're secrets. So Cestrion can go and check hints, but he doesn't have enough energy to check all of them, so he probably won't.
TGC proud of his handiwork.
Yep.
Yeah, this really is
It says a seed.
kind.
Oh, Frost died.
Oh, Frost takes a death. Since it's back to Temple,
Oh!
not what you want to see. We did not take a save before Amorvis.
The last save was that shit. Oh.
Do we even have all our Aegon keys?
No.
I think that bumps us back down to 2.
I don't think he got the one. I don't think I think he got the ship before that. I would just leave the free on because we know he's going to pick up anyway. But
Fair enough.
it
So that's just gotta feel really, really.
yeah, that is not the best feeling. To be honest,
That
luckily,
one E-tank has been so game defining, surprisingly so.
yeah,
There are a lot of other things, but that is just that small difference has been magnified so significantly.
yep. Well, Frost has been